Hi Cancers, it's Nick and Nala. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We are now at the last week of July. We are officially in Leo season, and also Mercury, I believe, is in Leo now. So overall as a collective, we may be expressing ourselves, communicating a little bit more passionately, a little bit more extra, a little bit more dramatic possibly. Overall, it just feels like there's a higher energy, like higher frequency kind of taking place. Okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards to continue on. And please just listen with an open mind, open heart, because as you know, these are general, so it may not always resonate to the T, right, with every single person. So just take what fits and leave the rest out. Listen with an open mind, open heart, guys, okay? But this does apply to both men and women, whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends and benefits, you don't know what's going on. I'm here to help you out because we mainly cover like the energies, okay? You just kind of take bits and pieces and see how it maybe resonates with you and your specific situation in your life. All right, what else? Yeah, all right, so by the way, I put my hair in a bun today because it's super hot now, guys, and every time around this year, I'm always like contemplating, should I cut my hair? I feel like I should cut my hair short, and I'm like, might be impulsive. But anyways, yeah, it's like super hot, so hopefully I don't start like sweating and looking gross. Anyways, so Cancers, my beautiful Cancers, when it comes to your health, we have the King of Pentacles. And yeah, I wanted to show you the cards because I have been getting some messages from people just saying, because like they like to see it, I guess, to get their own interpretation. So I was like, yeah, you know what, that makes sense. I will do so. I usually took it out before just to save time, but if you guys enjoy that, then I will show them, no problem. So I feel like here in regards to your health that you're receiving return of investments that you've made in yourself, in your health. So if you've been seeing a doctor, you've been seeing a counselor, if you've been practicing something, or you've been taking care of your diet, exercise, you're finally seeing results. You're finally seeing improvement. Some of you maybe have been working on your skin or your hair, and maybe you're seeing results. Maybe your hair is growing longer, it's getting stronger, or your skin is getting softer, more clear. For my men, maybe your beard is finally connecting, or something with, I don't know, whatever guys do, or you're getting better at a certain sport or a certain skill that you've been practicing. I see that maybe your knees or joints could be improving, maybe not receiving as much pain, maybe getting stronger. In all areas of your health, it just feels like you're finally seeing results, or you're going to start to see like good returns on improvements, on investments that you've made in yourself. Like if you started taking certain vitamins, or you started doing a certain sport, you're finally getting better at it, or you're like, oh, you know what, I feel stronger now. I feel like I look more fit, I feel good, I feel better about myself. And this may even move you into wanting to invest more into yourself and get better quality gear, or buy something else that's for your health. So you're getting returns of investments and seeing improvement, and I feel like you're getting stronger and you're looking better and you're feeling better about yourself. So overall, super, super good. And if any of you are having issues with like your knees or your joints, I feel like that's going to be greatly improving, or it's like pretty much almost so much better now. Okay, all right. And when it comes to your health, career, work, finances, we have the devil here, Capricorn. And when you guys see this, I don't want you to think like, oh my gosh, this is so negative, this is so bad, the demons are taking over. Like, this is why sometimes I don't like to show, because I don't want people to like freak out and think it's like something terrible, because it's not. I feel like with your career, work, finances, it's about discipline this week. Discipline your responsibilities and removing any distractions, because there could be distractions, temptations around you that may be kind of swerving you away from things that you need to get done. Maybe like you have some friends or buddies are like, hey, let's go do this, or let's go to this party, or let's go, I don't know, do something, and you have things to do. You're like, oh, well, I gotta finish this course, or I gotta finish this program, or I have this paper I have to write up, or I'm reading something to educate myself. Like, just, you can still have fun. Just make sure you get your duties and your obligations done first, so then afterwards you can have fun. I also feel here like some of you may be feeling like pressure, a lot of pressure, maybe from other people around you, your friends, family, or maybe you pressuring yourself. But just keep in mind that if there is an end goal and you know that there are certain steps to take, it's going to be worth it. You know, it's about long-term investment, not like immediate returns and instant gratification. There's always sacrifices that we have to make, but you know deep down inside which sacrifices are worth making and which ones are just like a waste of time. Okay, so always use your common sense, obviously. And don't listen to that little voice in your head that's telling you, oh no, you can't do this, or oh, this is too hard, or oh, you will never make it this. Don't listen to that voice. Execute, plan, organize, and stay in rhythm. No, like stick to a plan. I mean, stick to a plan and just stay disciplined this week, and try to remove any distractions. If you know that, you know, if you're around certain friends, you know you're not going to get things done, just schedule a different time to see them. And then so you can have fun and peace and not be like too worried or stressed, okay? So stay disciplined this week, stay focused, have a plan, or write out your goals in your journal or your agenda or something, or in your notes on your phone. And only don't listen to other people. Only listen to people who are in a position that you want to be in, or are already doing what you want to do. Like, listen to their advice. Don't listen to people who are like not doing what you want to do, and then they're telling you something and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Look for other mentors or people who inspire, who motivate you, are doing the things that you strive to be or that you want to get better at. Okay? And you'll see that if you follow their footsteps, or you kind of like are influenced by them, you'll probably gain better habits. So this week is also about setting and creating better habits for yourself that are going to benefit you and help you improve in the long run, okay? And removing bad habits, toxic environments, people around you as much as you can, right? It's not like you could just, okay, be gone. It's not that easy, but kind of starting this week, if you can, just removing anything that's just not for you and distracting you, okay? All right, so when it comes to your love life, first off here we have romance. So love is definitely in the air for a lot of you. Even if you're saying, no, I'm single, I'm not talking to anyone, love is in the air, so you just gotta sniff it in, and you never know what can happen, okay? Stop and smell the roses once in a while. Don't just look at them, but maybe admire them, you know, touch them, feel them. You never know. Some of you could be 24 years old, or maybe the number 24 is resonating with you. Something happened on the 24th, or you have something planned on the 24th, or something in February 4th. It could just be a significant number for some of you. Okay, your overall emotion that you are getting is of surprise. Feeling surprised, feeling shocked. And I think this is actually pretty positive with this other side of this person. So this can be your future person, or person you're dealing with right now, or in the recent past. So past, present, future. Someone you are currently talking to, or maybe you will be involved with in the future. Their overall emotion is of confusion. Okay, so it feels like here, like they're kind of maybe getting mixed signals from you, or they're confused about where you guys stand with each other, or how you feel about them possibly. So on your end here, we have the Chariot, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Sun. Okay, so some of you could have Leo somewhere in your chart, or also be a double Cancer, maybe Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Venus, or something like that, okay? And as far as the other person you could be dealing with, here we have the Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But it doesn't have to be, of course, like I always say, it could just be the energy that this person is embodying or playing out this week, okay? But it could be any sign, but I get more so water and air energy. So I kind of feel here, I'm seeing like a situation between two people where like one person here is trying to make it really obvious to the other person that they're interested in them. And the other person's kind of like maybe so used to rejection, or so used to things not working out their way, that they don't even see it. They just kind of like close themselves off to it, and would rather just like not even like look, because they're afraid of maybe getting rejected or things not turning out because of the past history, things that have happened with other people. And the other person's like, hey, like trying to knock at the door, and no response, like, hey, cute, going around to the window, throwing something in the window, and still no response. So it feels like this is someone who likes to communicate or is going to want to be talking to you or asking you questions. Maybe they like to chat a lot, maybe they like to ask questions, or they are a good texter, or they like to text a lot or talk on the phone, or they're always like trying to make small talk with you, or just like get some kind of like conversation out of you. And I think you feel comfortable with this person, or it feels like you're gonna feel comfortable with them. You guys may end up going somewhere like on a car ride together, or maybe you're giving them a ride, or they're giving you a ride somewhere. But it feels like you are where you need to be at this moment, Cancer, especially with Chariot here coming up. It just feels like you're where you need to be right now. You're slowly regaining more confidence in yourself. And it's always a journey, always a ride, right? Like some days we are feeling really good, other days maybe not so much, but I feel like you're slowly kind of gaining momentum and becoming more comfortable with who you are and having more confidence in yourself overall. And it feels like in the inside, you may be feeling a little bit almost like emotionally unavailable, or like you're not as comfortable with expressing your emotions at this time, even though it's like your emotions, your heart is your biggest strength. But I feel like that has also been your heart and your emotions have also been like your biggest weakness that have caused a lot of pain in your life as well. So you're almost like very scared or a little bit emotionally unavailable or afraid to express your feelings when maybe you do like someone. You almost like, it's not gonna work out, they're probably not gonna like me, and so you don't even give it a chance. But I feel like things are going to start to change, especially starting this week and into Leo season, into August, where you're going to start to see the brighter side of things, start to be more open, more optimistic. You know what, like it can work out. Like, you know what, I do have fun with this person, or there are people who like the same things that I like, or we're into the same things, and if I express myself, it's okay. Like I shouldn't be afraid to express myself. Like why was I hiding my true self? Like that's not cool. It's just that I was maybe with the wrong people who didn't allow me the space to be free, to express myself, or to just be who I am. So I feel like your days are going to be turning brighter really, really soon. And I really mean that. It feels like here that this person's almost like, it's like I'm seeing someone who, like, you may be having a conversation with someone and this person is like, what are you doing this weekend? And you're like, oh yeah, nothing much. I just got this, or whatever, like whatever it is that you have planned. And then you're like, what about you? And they're like, oh, I have nothing planned. You know, I'm gonna be really bored Saturday. I have nothing at all. And you're like, oh, really? And they're like, yeah, I wish, I wanted to, I wanted to go bike riding down this path that is really, really cute, and my friends went, and I just don't want to go alone. I wish there was someone who can go with me and join me so I don't have to go solo. And you're like, oh, really? Yeah, I'm sure there's probably someone who'd go with you. And they're trying to hint at you like, yeah, it'd be so fun. I just, I don't have anyone to go with me. They're literally like hinting at you, like they want you to go with them, or they want you to ask them, or like to invite yourself in a way. And it keeps dragging on like that until you're like, oh, well, if you don't find anyone, like I can go with you. And they're like, oh, really? Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. Like they're trying to make it so obvious to you that they're interested in you and want to hang out with you, but maybe you don't see it at first because you're like, oh no, there's no way like they would want to hang out with me. You're like, nah, there's no chance, or I don't think, there's any chance between us. And then you get pleasantly surprised that actually they're like, yeah, okay, cool, let's go, yeah. And you're like, oh, really? Oh, all right. So it may be kind of shocking to you because you were so kind of closed off because you were afraid that they maybe wouldn't even be interested in you in the first place. And so you immediately almost like friend zoned yourself. That's what it feels like. You friend zoned yourself to protect yourself, but you didn't even give yourself a chance or be open to it. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna breathe. When there's so much air here and you're like, nope, I'm just gonna hold my breath and not breathe. No one does that. You don't do that. And so I feel like this person's gonna make it very clear to you, or pretty obvious, that like they kind of are interested in you, or being really friendly, really open. but they kind of don't know how you feel. They're going to be feeling like they get mixed signals from you. Like, do they like me? I don't know. Like, I felt like I had to like push them, or I felt like I had to like make it so obvious to them that I want to see them or hang out with them. Like, did I force them? Like, are they having fun, or do they not like me? So don't be afraid, Cancers, to express yourself, to show a little bit of interest or flirt a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you got to be obvious about it and throw yourself at someone, but don't be afraid to kind of like, you know, show a little bit, because you just never know. And I think this is someone who really needs that expression, or likes communication, likes like people to be like direct with them. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue this on in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. I wish you guys all the best and send you lots of love. Take care of yourselves for now. All right.